Hello. In this brief video we will go over the steps of creating a user override in an eClass quiz. This will be your primary method for creating testing accommodations and extensions in your online quizzes and tests. In a typical eClass quiz, you will have preset settings which will determine how the quiz operates for all of the students in your course. With a user override, you create an exception to the rule, which allows for customized timing and availability on an eClass quiz. To begin, navigate into your eClass quiz and click the More tab. From there, select the first option, Overrides. On the following page, you will see a series of options, and you will choose User Overrides. To add a new override, click the button that says Add User Override. On the following page, you will enter the details for this user override. First, you can enter the name of the student that will be receiving this user override. You can either search for the name by typing it in, or you can use the drop-down menu to select one of your students. After selecting a student, you can then add a password if you want to require the student to enter that password before beginning their quiz attempt. You will also see the standard timing and availability settings for all students that are taking the quiz. In order to customize these settings for the override, all you have to do is change the settings as appropriate. For instance, if your student has requested to take the quiz on an earlier day, you can change the opening date as needed. If you have a student with testing accommodations for extended time on tests, you can also change the time limit as appropriate. For instance, if the time limit was set for 60 minutes, but the student was able to have time and a half extended time, you can then update it to be 90 minutes instead. Also, if you would like to give the student an additional attempt on the eClass quiz, you can then change the number of attempts allowed to give them the chance to go back in again. Once you are done entering your user override, you can either click Save to finish, or you can click Save and enter another override to copy over these same settings for another student. On the User Overrides page, you will see your new override displayed. It's also on this page where you'll be able to edit the override, duplicate the override settings for another student, or delete the override if you wish the student to have the same standard quiz timing and availability that all other students will have.